accidentally texted my boss thinking it was my therapist, and now I am getting promoted. I've been seeing a therapist for 6 months to deal with work stress and anxiety. Every Monday at 11 a.m. Dr. Hansen texted to confirm our 3 p.m. session. This Monday a text came through, still on for 3 p.m. I was having the worst morning. My project was failing, my team was falling apart, and my boss Mark had just criticized my presentation in front of everyone, so I texted back, definitely. I am at breaking point. Mark is an absolute nightmare today. He tore apart my presentation for no reason, and I am ready to tell him where he can shove his constructive feedback. Just need to vent before I quit this soul-crushing job. I hit send, then froze in horror as I saw the name at the top of the screen. It wasn't Dr. Hansen, it was Mark himself. My stomach dropped to the floor. 3 typing dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. I contemplated running to my car and never coming back. Finally, his message came through. Wrong person, my office now. The walk to his office was the longest of my life. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely knock on his door. When I entered, Mark was sitting there, face unreadable. I started stammering an apology, but he held up his hand. Before you say anything, I need to ask, are you actually planning to quit? My mind raced for the least career-ending answer. I was just venting, having a bad day. He nodded slowly. I appreciate the honesty, even if it wasn't meant for me. Tell me more about how I tore apart your presentation for no reason. Against all survival instincts, I told him the truth, how his criticism focused on minor issues rather than the content, how he'd interrupted repeatedly before I could explain key points, how demoralizing it was to be blindsided in front of the team. I figured my career was already over, so why not? To my shock, Mark started taking notes. This is valuable feedback, he said. I've actually been working with an executive coach on my communication style. Returnly, I come across as more aggressive than I intend to. He leaned forward. Here's what I actually thought about your presentation. The content was excellent. Your strategy for the Miller account could save us from losing them. But I got fixated on the slides being inconsistent. My jaw nearly hit the floor. Look, he continued. I think you got what it takes to lead the new client retention team. Your instinct to push back rather than just accept poor feedback is exactly what we need more of. The job's yours if you want it. 20% raise. Direct report to me. I must have looked stunned because, he added, this isn't because you might quit. It's because anyone who cares enough to be this upset about their work as someone I want in leadership. I accepted on the spot as I left his office still in disbelief. My phone buzzed with a text from Dr. Hansen. Still on for 3 p.m. I replied, definitely, you won't believe what just happened. Sometimes the most mortifying mistakes turn out to be unexpected opportunities, but I've triple-checked every recipient before hitting send ever since.